Hello, Spout Loreans. It's Shawn.
And Abdul. We're both here.
And we're here to tell you about Cast Party. Cast Party is a D&D show in which the cast and crew of a high-budget Hollywood film accidentally get pulled into a magical realm of fantasy.
It's like if the cast of Lord of the Rings ended up actually fighting the Balrog.
Yeah, like not Gandalf, but Sir Ian McKellen.
Stop! I was an X-Men, please!
Instead of saying, you shall not pass, Ian McKellen just went, stop!
Becky, where are my fresh tangerine? He's just talking to his AD.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Elijah Wood is in the corner of a cave sobbing. Absolutely sobbing.
I was in Radio Flyer. Anyway, if that sounds like a fun show that you might want to listen to, you're in luck. There's a trailer for that show that's going to be running later in the episode.
Gather round, friends, let me tell you a tale of three heroes, noble and bold. A brute, a druid, and a thief who is but 9 years old. You know them by name, you know them by deed. Their quests are famously daring. So here I sit, singing to you an adventure that is worth sharing. Tuck is the brute, he knows not his home, he loves to sing and fight. Thing is half elf, he shifts his shape and wields a spear with great might. Billy's a thief, his tiny size does mask the largest heart. Best and brightest they may not be, but their friendship outweighs their smarts. So gather round, friends, and listen close, for the tale's about to start.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spout Lore. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me, as always, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, Abdul Aziz. He's putting on his... he knows that we're doing video episodes now, so he's going to be doing visual gags.
I want to wear my sunglasses.
What's up?
You look so cool.
Playing Ving, the half-elf druid, Paul Oppers.
No. I'll fucking kill you, Paul.
What's up, you broccoli fuck?
Sorry. And playing Fat Billy, the halfling thief, Jessica Ty.
No!
Hold on, bitches.
Grab a knife. Don't you ever touch your sunglasses again. I'll fucking kill you.
Fair. I like the old Abdul.
Yeah, me too, before he realized he could do visual gags for the show. All right, when last we left our heroes, they were under ambush by mysterious archers from the marshlands and the woods surrounding their convoy. The party leapt into action, aiding the convoy in their own special ways. The first thing Tuck did was flip a cart that was in motion and actually made it less effective cover. Billy dashing into the undergrowth and discovered therein a man named Pan, who wears a pan flute around his neck, leader of what we would later find to be called the Riverway Harriers, sort of behind enemy lines, scouting an ambush group of archers. Tuck kept trying to talk to them and just kept taking arrows in the chest over and over again. Ving was able to dislodge some of the mechanics from the back of M4 before causing the Warmac to go on a bit of a escape rampage where it just ran off into the trees, and the fuel, which the Harriers were attempting to capture for some reason, was destroyed, dragged away by M4. But Billy was able to make contact with the Harriers, telling them that you are friends and allies of the Riverways and the High Spear, recognizing you from reports of your combat days before. They disappeared with you into the trees and escaped from the Firefield's forces. You were then taken to their camp in the woods and were offered the opportunity to help the effort by destroying a fuel refinery in the Firefields used to alchemically process coal.
And in return, I think we just asked that they spread around how cool we looked while we were doing.
Was that what you...
Yeah.
I love that most of the ways that Tuck operates with people is like, just spread around something I did or said.
Spread it around.
Yeah, just
Good stuff, though, this time.
Just the good stuff, please. You agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Tuck had a waking interaction with the demon of servitude, inhabiting the coin in his chest before pushing that out of his mind. Traveling to the fuel refinery, the party was accosted by a harp snake that emerged from its invisible state, killed it, and then absolutely stripped it like an old car, pulled the skin off, got the vocal cords, got some scales, took some meat. This thing was just dust by the time you were done with it.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Out of respect. And then the party found a trail of dislodged trees and smushed underbrush, finding M4, the war Mac, in a low fuel state, attempting to make its way to the coal refinery and refuel. Ving spoke to M4 and offered help in the form of Hibernian water in its boiler tank. The tank was filled with this water and seemed to give M4 a semblance of sentience, for which it thanked Ving. And that is where we find our heroes now, a looming war Mac, shifting foot to foot in a very human-like way, looking down at all of you. What do you do?
Whoa.
Yes. Whoa.
I'm Ving.
I am M4.
Can we hear it talk?
Everyone in the vicinity can hear this thing talking.
How is it talking?
It is communicating through Ving, for
okay.
everyone, yeah.
Okay. So it's not using the pipes or anything?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh, that is cooler, actually.
I like it.
Maybe it's like, yeah, so it's kind of got like a doo-doo-doo kind of voice.
Right.
But that I cannot replicate,
Yeah,
so I will
yeah.
be speaking like a human being.
Mhm.
But so everyone is like backing up. The Harriers are backing up. They're knocking arrows.
Stand down, friends. This is not what you think, what he appears to be.
Can we find out stuff from the M4?
Oh.
Like where its base is?
I mean,
Or
yeah, you
something
can
about-
definitely talk to it if you want.
And he's just been born, basically.
Kind of, yeah.
He's like a little baby.
Yeah, he
maybe.
might not actually have much information.
But you said before they had a
A kind of intelligence.
Yeah,
of
totally.
intelligence.
Yeah. Like if a calculator became sentient, would it remember all the numbers it's processed?
Ooh.
I think it would. It has like.
It has a memory function.
Probably
on
has
it.
a limited.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's actually, no, that's exactly what I was
Holy
thinking.
shit, Jessica.
Shit.
No, you're
Calculator expert.
Calculator Dr. Jessica Ty here.
Fucking nerd.
You're totally right, though. I think that it does have like, I bet inside there's like a weird little kind of abacus thing. Not abacus, but you know, like
Yeah.
a little switchboard that like does keep
like,
track of information.
Card.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a card. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of card punch and like Steam technology kind of existed sort of at the same
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got like when you load one of these things up, you like load a stack of like punch cards and then it is like tracking stuff inside.
But they are not paper. They're
Yeah.
like solid, like ceramic discs because
Ooh.
it's meant to route steam in different ways.
Yeah.
So it can't be
Oh.
like a thing that would break
I
down.
love
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
cool. That's really cool.
And it's ceramic, so it can like withstand like the high pressure and heat
Yeah,
that
yeah.
exists inside of its like mechanical brain.
That's cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
Very cool.
How are you feeling?
And I think he does say, there's like a hoot as he goes, I feel aware. And it's like spinning its head around, like looking into the trees,
Mm-hmm.
bending down, looking at you, looking at like the big hammer on one of its hands. Where am I?
Where are we?
And Tuck moves forward and he's taken off his backpack and he has a music bottle in his hand that he was about to open. And he's like, we're in the Firefields Principalities.
He reaches down after Tuck responds to him and grabs Tuck around the torso and lifts you up to his face and hoots, "What am I?"
And then Tuck, what's the answer here?
Oh, you play the music and you go, your metal is fucked.
Oh yeah, that's what Tuck does. Yeah, Tuck takes the bottle that's in his hand and he says that. He goes, "Your fucking metal is fuck."
And then he plays a licensed song.
Yeah. He plays Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
So cool.
But the fantasy version,
Yeah.
which is
Iron Man by African American Sabbath.
great. We're really pushing ourselves with the world building today.
In Africa, in our world, it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 plus charisma.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Jessica, this is what we get for stalling. We allowed Shawn to make eye contact
Yeah.
with Abdul while we didn't have ideas.
I know.
And look at where we are.
Here we go.
Not that I'm not into it.
And I think what I'm trying to do is like based on like what we learned about them last time, they like sing as they walk, and then they communicated their emotions through songs. So like there was like a song of sadness, and then like there was like they could communicate with each other over long distances through songs. So I think Tuck intrinsically, not intellectually in any way, he's like, they like music.
Yeah, totally.
That
Yeah,
does
yeah,
make sense.
So he rummaged around in the music bottles he stole and like pulled the most metal one. So that's a 4. And that's a 2 plus charisma is 9.
I'll aid.
How are you aiding?
Ving, you know, like when a parent has a song with the kids, like, da 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 da.
Sure, yeah.
You are Iron Man. I got 11.
Holy shit.
That's
you
great.
can say whatever you want with those dice.
Yeah, nobody can see them.
Can tell.
Oh, yeah, we all have glasses.
Great. So with a 10, the music is playing and M4 is staring at you and listening to the music. And then you can hear like tuk, 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 as like his burner starts going and he starts like, ho, 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 ho.
That's
Like he's
sick.
playing the song back to you and then puts you down.
And then Tuck goes, this song's about knowing what you are.
I am metal as fuck. He kind of like boom, like claps the hammer hand in his open hand.
Fucking sick.
You are whatever you want to be.
What does it mean to be metal as fuck?
It means you don't let anyone fucking tell you what to do.
Then I'm not metal as fuck. Fuck you.
That's metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Metal as fuck.
What are you?
I'm like folk as fuck. I'd say.
Pan steps forward, and yeah, I think he does like a little doo-doo-doo-doo, like a fucking Willy Wonka when he's summoning the Oompa Loompas. And M4 kind of plays the song back to Pan as well.
Oh, I like that he mimics. I like this.
And
Because he's in learning mode.
yeah, he's trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And Pan says to M4, we are warriors and we have a mission. Will you join us on this mission?
Please, 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 please join us.
Is Billy begging?
Yeah, he's kind of like sidled up next to Pan. He's like, please, M4, please join us for this fun journey.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll charisma.
Yes.
Pan obviously can't roll charisma, so
He's a white guy with dreads.
8.
yes, that's a partial success.
Yeah.
You could offer him the coal that's at the refinery.
I mean, if you're hungry, we're heading to the refinery right now.
I do require fuel. I will come for the fuel. Your mission means nothing to me.
That's metal as fuck.
That's metal as fuck, dude.
I will lead the way.
Holy shit.
Wait a second. Do we have another Victor?
And then Tuck goes, hey, crazy question, but how would you feel about being renamed like Black Spire 2? Crazy. Blue Sky. What do you think of that kind of
I
thing?
understand from your perspective. This is coming out of nowhere.
What you say? Like, how would you think?
Just thinking of a name off the top of my head, not related to anything else. Black Spire 2, maybe?
And M4's head spins around as he's starting to walk away, and he goes, "No one tells me what to do."
You gotta roll for it.
Oh, shit.
We're not.
No.
Oh, why?
There's
We
no
know. Go
roll.
ahead and roll to
What?
For Black Spire.
to name him Black Spire 2, I guess.
No.
Okay.
I failed.
Did you fail?
Yeah.
I got 4. What was I rolling plus?
I guess it would be plus charisma.
7.
Yeah.
God damn it, I wanted that point.
I will consider this name.
A cool name. Pretty cool.
It seems contextless to me. 2 suggests an iteration. Upon what it iterates, I know not.
Just means that you got one up on any Black Spire 1s you come across.
So I'm better than Black Spire 1.
Whoa.
Black Spire 1 is inferior to me.
Are you gonna let him talk about Black Spire like that?
I don't know.
No. You're just different.
I can choose my own name. M4 is not predetermined.
That was your name given to you by another. Do you have a name that sings inside of you?
A name that sings. Within me are many songs. A chorus inside.
Oh, cool.
I will sing my song of vengeance upon the people that wronged me.
Whoa.
Okay. But first, I'm hungry.
Okay.
I will lead the way,
Can I ride on your shoulder?
I suppose.
Tuck climbs up. I'll roll for that.
You do not have to roll to... No, absolutely not.
I succeed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can roll.
I genuinely sighed. I don't know. I'll check the tape, but I don't know if I genuinely sighed in a long time. I went... I jump in a hammock on his back.
Yeah,
Great.
I climb up the little ladder.
Yep.
Up his leg.
And some of the harriers climb up, like Pan climbs up there with you to survey things, and the other harriers spread out in the trees. So I think with his long strides, around an hour, maybe less, of travel, the sun is starting to filter through the dense trees. Blades of sunlight sort of casting through the trees and on the grasses.
The songbirds of the evening
Oh, yes.
in the trees as we walk by, and then he's mimicking in his...
Yeah. And you come to the edge of the trees, and M4 is just stomping along. So if nobody stops him, he's just going to walk right out of the trees.
Do we lose cover outside of the trees?
You would have less cover outside the trees for sure. You don't know what's on the other side.
Okay.
Hold.
Boom, stops.
I think we need to see what's on the other side.
Very well, he says pretty loud.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
Speak softer. Use less steam.
Ooh. Very well. Go. I'm having trouble modulating my voice with my steam. Go and look outside. I will remain here.
Okay, okay.
Should we discern realities?
Hell
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You did.
Okay.
2d6 plus wisdom.
Holy
Ooh, boy.
shit.
13.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's 3 questions off the discern realities list.
See everything.
Mm-hmm.
What here is useful or valuable to us?
Great. So you get to the edge of the trees, and it's a pretty sharp delineation. Like the forest ends when you get to
Mhm.
this point, at least this part of the forest. And I think before you is like a wide distance of rolling bog and greenery, like not a lot of plants on this sort of rolling hill. There's a road that travels right to left. And past that road, you can see buildings and smokestacks and a rocky hillside that looks like it's been dug into. This is very likely the refinery. There's a wall that surrounds the part of the refinery that isn't mountain. And then there's a big gate that looks like it has guards on posts on either side.
Okay. What should I be on the lookout for?
If you didn't want to have like a direct like assault of this place, I think you could see, like you could, Ving, as an experienced outdoorsman, you're like, oh yeah, if we went around, like if we went further south in the trees and then like went around the hillside, we could potentially get up and over. It would be a little risky to get that far, but then you wouldn't have to deal with like the gate and the guards.
So if we went around, we could like scale down from the cliff that's behind it?
Exactly, yeah. But
Okay.
it would be a bit more of a process because you would be like climbing a rocky hillside and then trying to climb back down.
Mm-hmm.
What's about to happen?
It looks like you are watching and there's like a bunch of shouting and there's like a clink, 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 clink as like the gate starts to swing aside, and it looks like they're preparing a convoy, like a shipment of coal is about to leave.
Oh, so
Mhm.
maybe we could hit the shipment instead of the factory.
I think we don't we want to destroy the factory?
But we need the shipment before we can to power up.
Oh,
Mm.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll let them come to us.
That's smart.
We'll intercept them on the road, eat up all those coal nugs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Charge the gate.
Yeah. Let's not do the thing where we climb up and then scale down.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
doesn't seem like your style, but I
Charge
thought you'd
the
like to know. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have a Buick now.
Oh, yeah.
See, and you share this information with Pan, who's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Pan's like, well, we ambush the cart here or further down the road?
Let's go further down the road.
Yes.
And I actually think I can distract them because I'm still dressed in this gimp outfit.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. You guys just have to rough me up a little bit, make it look like I got fucked up.
Ooh. Ving's still dressed like a mechanic, and we have the mech.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's worth trying.
We'll
Yeah.
pretend we'll use our, because you're still dressed in that white tunic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. We actually might not need to charge the gate then. We could just pretend that.
Oh, yeah. You're all in disguise.
Yeah.
And you have a Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We almost fucked that up so hard.
I guess you could just try to sneak in, and you basically say this as Pan is about to leave. Like, wait. Why don't we just sneak in? He's like, oh, I mean, yeah, I guess we could. Oh, I know. The Harriers and I will go up and around the cliff.
Smart.
Oh, sneaking from the
them
back.
from two sides.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're going to try and they'll wait basically until you get a signal or they get a signal and then they'll attack. Cool.
And we'll sneak in and see if we can collect any information because ultimately we still want to like kill Cole and Blackhammer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's any info we can gather about him or Callum or what the fuck the Gibbous man is doing here, we'll do that and then we'll blow the whole thing up.
Cool. And then Pans disappears into the trees.
Yep. We're telling this to M4 too.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good.
M4's like, wait, you're going to destroy my food factory?
I want to eat all that stuff.
You can eat it first and then we'll fuck it up.
You know what? I've been thinking about how I get to choose my own name. I think I like M4 more, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you okay, buddy?
I'm just trying to be quiet. It's hard when all your vocal cords are pipes. Okay, so you three are going to sneak in. That's the plan.
Yes.
Or like, hey, we're here for maintenance or whatever.
Yeah.
Great.
Tuck wants to make himself look fucked up like he got beaten up.
Are you? Wait, why? Oh. You always got one in the chamber with the cracking. That's impressive.
It's so intense.
Wait, so your plan is you're going to be beat up.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, to say you need a medic at the base.
Yeah. Pretend
we got attacked and we're the only ones that are left.
Yeah, pretend I'm dead. And then Tuck picks up a knife. No. This side. It's like, there. It looks really bad.
It hurts a lot, too.
Oh, God, your pancreas is right there. You could have hit it.
And Billy is a little boy that came along that was rescued, I guess.
Yeah.
He's still covered in blood actually from the snake. So he's like,
your arm's all ripped
oh
up.
yeah, my arm's ripped up. And I say, my costume's done. Blood.
He's kind of wobbling back and forth from blood loss.
Yeah, kind of gray.
Do I need to look fucked up?
What more should I do to my costume?
He looks at Tuck and goes, slap me. Slap me.
Tuck winds up and tries to hit Vig as hard as he can.
Then you're gonna roll damage. You're not rolling
scared.
it. He's not trying to stop you from hitting him. You don't have to roll.
Okay.
You're just gonna roll damage.
Okay.
You're deciding to roll damage right now.
I think that Ving and Tuck have been fighting.
Some stuff coming. All right, roll it.
Maybe the leather suits are making us grumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really uncomfortable. It's
There's
not breathable at all.
Some like domestics brewing. I've been listening to a lot of episodes and it's bubbling.
Yeah.
6.
So yeah, 6 damage.
Shit.
Crack.
Damn.
Black eye, bloody lip.
Yeah, perfect.
Sick.
There you go. Great.
I put some coal on my face. Coal
Yeah.
dust.
You also mechanics wear masks. I don't know why.
I put the mask on.
Perfect. Now it's believable.
No one would have believed I escaped with nothing.
So I think from here you're able to load up and just walk M4 out of the trees.
Yeah. And we talk to M4. We tell him it's a subterfuge plan now.
Very well.
Can you carry me like I'm like dead
Sure.
or like dying?
And he just grabs you around the chest and kind of carries you like a limp doll.
And I go limp.
Do you remember how it felt before you remember what it felt like?
There's like a, of course.
We need you to act like that now, to get inside, to bring it down, to get enough food.
You're going to roll a charisma for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you act like other people are in charge of you for a little bit longer? 8.
I will do this until I have reason not to.
Fair enough.
And he kind of like shifts and becomes very rigid in his movements.
Thank you.
And you can walk him out of the trees.
Yeah. Boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
And you hear like shouting and you see the guards like pointing as you stomp towards the...
Help us!
I'm dying. I need medical help.
It's like a knife.
Some dildo slapped me.
And as you stomp across the grasslands towards the refinery, you see the scale of this place. There are several larger buildings that you can see over the walls with smokestacks chugging along. And you can see like winding a little bit up the hill is a variety of trails that have like different mouths to different entrances into the hillside.
Mm-hmm.
Cart tracks and carts winding everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. There's lots of like like things moving down tracks.
They've got those like mechanized conveyor belts that like carry coal up and like pour it into a giant pile.
Totally. Yeah. And as you approach, a few people run out of the gates to come and get you. Someone runs up and is like, "What happened? What happened to you?" Trying to get into the voice. What happened to all of you?
Just let us know when you're there.
Donkey.
Well, this guy had layers.
What happened to what happened? This is close enough.
This guy's so drunk.
What happened to all of you? He's like pushing a wineskin like under his coat.
Are you guys all drunk?
Yeah, what's happening?
No, none of us are drunk.
I want to discern realities if they're all drunk or not.
You can roll discern realities if you decide to. 2d6 plus wisdom.
8.
You get one question.
Are you drunk?
This guy's drunk.
What is it?
What here is now?
What here is not what it appears to be.
Because he appears to be drunk.
And he is. Yeah. But the others, there's 3 others, are not, and they're mad about it. They're angry at this guy.
Like they want to be drunk too?
No, they're like, "We're on the job, Gregor."
This is the conversation we interrupted as we came up, where his coworkers were like, "Man, you're really risking everything right now. I know, like, Cassandra left you a few months ago, and now you've been taking
Don't even say her name.
I vouched for you for this job. My ass is on the line too.
And you know what? I loved that you did that for me. You're a good friend.
Not
And he
like
comes
Sandra.
Not like Sandra and that bastard Tristain. Oh, come by. I'll replace all your windows for free so you could fuck my wife.
and then what the guy who's talking to him before like comes in, he grabs him. He's like, "Look, man, this is the nature of the job. We get sent away. These are some of the things that we lose. You're not going to find her at the bottom of a bottle, okay?"
I just miss her so much. And I miss Tristain. He was a good friend. And you know what? Actually, now that I'm significantly more drunk than I was before, I think they're really good together.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, what the fuck's over there? Oh my God, what happened to you?
We found him.
We did it. So, what's going on? Where's your convoy?
What's going on with you? You look like
Don't worry about me.
you look like you've been crying.
away tears.
Who hurt you?
You know what? I think I hurt me.
But a little bit of woman named Sandra and a glazer named Tristain.
Like a window.
A window glazer named Tristain. And my wife. And really, when I think about it, my parents. But anyway, what happened to ye? Where's your convoy?
Those Riverland bastards ambushed us on the convoy.
Oh,
We got separated in the quarrel.
bunch of hicks.
Yeah, they stabbed me. Look. And then Tuck turns the side of himself that he.
Oh, that looks bad.
I know, it's really deep. And then it's Billy's jelly knife.
No. Stop.
He fingers it. It's got seahorses on there.
Stop touching it. Stop touching it. And he turns behind him and goes, "Medic." And a couple people in like white aprons come out and start like M4 lowers you to the ground and they
Tuck very performatively falls to the ground.
yeah, totally. Yeah. And you don't have to roll for that.
I would have convinced them that I fainted.
You did.
All right. Yeah. 2d6 plus charisma.
Whoa.
12.
Yeah. Wow. You did the thing that you said you wanted to do.
It's almost like you actually fainted, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuck's
You faint so well that you're unconscious.
You fainted, hit your head.
You do it so well.
Tuck passed out, so because he's like he is losing blood,
Yeah.
and then he hit his
stabbed
head
himself.
when he fake fainted.
Yeah. And they take you away. Well, they try to take you away and they realize you're like 700 pounds. So then they call a couple people out and the remaining guards with Gregor everybody's dragging Tuck away.
Yeah, they lash a bunch of ropes to my legs and start dragging me away. And the floor here is like that quarry rock that's really sharp.
Ooh.
So his back's shredded.
You're wearing that gimp outfit though, so you're fine.
But you can just feel the sharp points, but no cutting. It's just poking you a lot.
Thank God I'm gimped up.
Now I know why they wear these.
Yeah.
One of Tuck's classic catchphrases. Thank God I'm gimped up.
That'll be a t-shirt coming Q2 2025.
Just gonna get on that.
All right.
Then make it erotic.
Of course.
If I didn't get gimped up, I would have broke back. Mountain is what I'm getting at. I want to ask one of these guys if I can have some coal. Hey, do you think I can have a bit of coal just to tide us over for our mech here?
Oh, looks like you need a bit of maintenance. Anyway, come on in.
Yeah.
Come on. And he starts like, he's like kind of shouldering M4 in the legs.
Oh.
He's like, get in there, you bucket of bolts.
Hey, this thing had saved a lot of lives. Sorry, I've become attached to him.
Oh, you mechanics, so attached to your machines.
Yeah.
It's a tool, a weapon, nothing more.
Nothing more.
You hear like the steam pistons within M4 like rev up.
And M4 stomps through the gate, ducks down under like the lintel of it, and you are in the refinery complex.
Whew.
Tuck is being dragged away to like a sort of side building, like clapboard and tin roof.
Slamming into a bunch of doors every time.
Can I follow Tuck?
Yeah, totally.
I also need medical attention.
I'll say you're bleeding a lot, little guy.
Yeah, I've been losing a lot of blood lately.
Looks
I'm
like
feeling so good.
Looks like I can kind of see through the meat of your arm.
Really?
As if you were sliced by some large blade or fang of some kind.
Yeah, that knife that's in him, they cut me with it first.
Those bastards.
I know.
Those Riverways bastards and their chili knives.
They all start speaking a bad Scottish accent.
They really started carving us up out there.
Oh, disgusting.
But I got my revenge on a couple of them.
Aye.
Who's talking, right?
We're all talking.
This is kind of from Gregor's mind, I guess, like his perspective, and he's so drunk.
Because all of you look like Tristain. All of you look like Tristain, that bastard window glazer. I could learn a thing or two from him, probably. No, Gregor, don't think like that. Revenge.
Yeah, think
Revenge.
like that.
Yeah.
Hasn't it fucked up that I'm just dying to be him?
And he sits on a stool near the gate and he waves you away and he pulls the wineskin out from his jacket, pops the cork,
It's empty.
and he, tips it over on the gravel.
Sandra!
And you are kind of, as far as they know, you're members of this military. So you're kind of let to go do your thing.
Sick.
Tuck and Billy. Tuck is completely unconscious and he's getting like hauled onto a bed in a makeshift.
Yeah, I crawl up on that bed too.
What's going on, little guy?
I just got a big cut.
Yeah, let me take a look at that for you.
I don't want to look at it.
Just look away, look. And the guy reaches into his apron. He's got a little sucker, little lollipop. Whoa, what's this?
Whoa.
You wouldn't happen to know a little guy that'd like a little sweet treat, would you?
I do. It would be me.
Oh, here you go. And he gives you one and he's looking at the wound on your arm.
What flavor is it?
Grape. The best.
Grape.
Grape.
Not fantasy in any way.
No,
Just what I want.
Grape.
Yeah,
Grape.
Purple.
Purple flavor.
And he's unwrapping the bandages on your arm and starts taking a look like, whoa, that's quite an ouchie there you've got.
Yeah, the Riverway guy really dug deep.
Oh, horrible.
I was fighting off 10, 12, 20 of them at one go.
Wow, aren't you brave?
I was brave. But then they took my knife and they shoved in my friend here.
Oh, horrible.
But don't worry, I got quite a few of them. They're all drifting away in the wind right now.
Good, soon enough.
Pieces of them blowing away in the wind.
Wow.
Like so many leaves.
You're so brave.
Yeah, and I'm strong too.
I can see that. And he like pinches your bicep. Your tiny little bicep.
Ow.
Yeah.
Soon enough, this war will be over and the riverways will know real peace.
Yeah, I can't wait. What are you looking forward to the most when peace comes?
Oh, I'm looking forward to the future that the Black Hammers have promised us, one of prosperity, progress.
Oh, what kind? I mean, I only joined recently, and me and my family, we live pretty far out, so I don't get much news. Can I like get info out of him?
Yeah, sure. You can. What would this be?
Discern realities?
I guess discern realities. Yeah.
Yeah.
6. I would like to use a fairy child.
So you're spending a whole to make it a 7 to 9.
Yeah.
So you get a 1 question.
Okay, 1 question. What about like just what here is useful or valuable to me?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, you know, Black Glass and the fire fields in general are a bastion of technological innovation, of industry, and the rest of the principalities are stuck in the old ways, the superstitions, the failing technology and magical wonders and dangers of the Golden Age. And if the Blackhammer twins were able to rule, as Kinos was, by a sovereign or by 2 sovereigns, then we could enter a new Golden Age, not of magic and superstition, but of technology and technological might.
I see.
They resist, but they don't know what they're resisting.
Who's resisting?
The rest of the principalities.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's just all the blood loss. It's hard for me to follow stuff.
I understand.
Can I have another sucker?
He gives you another sucker. What flavor is this one?
Purple.
This one's not even grape. It's just purple.
Perfect.
Tuck's bed breaks and he smashes into the ground.
He's unconscious, but he needs people to know he's a part of the situation.
Can I try to wake Tuck up?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Wake up. I slap you in the face.
Like, once again, what do
Cheek
you
is
roll the
throbbing.
10 plus, you can become conscious when you choose.
Stop rolling.
Is there anything happening at Tuck's head right now?
You did get a 10 plus, so
Yes.
technically you are in control of this situation.
Okay. We zoom in to Tuck's head.
Not like this.
No, you gave me control.
No.
You gave me control.
I made a huge mistake here.
As Billy is smacking on Tuck's cheeks, going, wake up, the camera zooms into Tuck's, his eyes are closed to his nose, and then he goes up.
His nose is jiggling from the slapping.
Going in through the magic school bus.
Yeah.
Into Tuck's brain.
With the frizz? No way. It goes up into his brain where he has his ideas.
Okay. All right, so we're focusing on an idea here.
There's a sweeping shot of Tuck's gray matter. We could see like parts of his brain lighting up and stuff.
Certain parts not doing anything.
Not at all. All the parts associated.
R.I.P.
So many parts are dormant.
A graveyard.
Shriveled, dead.
Undeveloped graveyard.
Just a bunch of baby cells just waiting to be awoken one day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Completely never activated. We zoom into the part of Tuck's brain where dreaming used to be, and so I've been thinking about this, and I think like the void that is where Tuck's dreaming mind used to be is like letting stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it also means he can kind of like look out from that void if he's stuck in it. Kind of like his sleep works now such that he closes his eyes and he opens his eyes again, and it's the next day.
Yeah.
And he feels rested. But he's sort of like figuring out that like if he can catch himself right before it opens, he can maybe stop himself in that void place
Mm-hmm.
and then look outwards at like what's in the void.
Interesting.
And he wants to use demon eyes in this state to like use his brain as a kind of antenna for like demonic whatevers and see if there's anything in this facility that is like associated with the iconic realm.
Oh, anything in the refinery.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Like
see.
I'm thinking of his brain now as kind of an antenna.
And this is something that he can do while he's unconscious?
I think it exists in the unconscious medium.
I
Like
see.
he sort of like is trying to catch himself in the like 1 second between dreaming and waking.
it's like
Interesting.
a lucid dreaming, but he doesn't have a dream.
Yeah, totally.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I think the fact that like the demon came to him during the day made him realize that whatever void space that is exists all the time.
Yeah.
So he's trying to catch himself in it. He doesn't know if he can.
I think because you got the 10 plus, you are in you're in full control of your unconscious state. So yeah, you would be able to see out. And what does Demon Eyes do again? Can you remind me?
I can roll 2d6 plus wisdom, and then it gives me access to the trap expert questions.
Yeah, but for demon
But specifically for demonic influence. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
2d6 plus wisdom.
Here we go. 9.
So it's one hold.
It's one hold.
Yeah. So you get one question.
What else is hidden here?
Okay. So you feel from this void, you're like looking out inside. You're basically standing in the middle of like an endless plane of darkness, looking out, trying to get glimpses of the outside world. And you feel like behind the sort of locked door of your dissociative state, you feel servitude rattling the handle.
Yeah.
And you're like, nope. I know what that, like, you know, that feeling, that demonic feeling. And you feel another demonic or iconic presence somewhat nearby, but not with that sharp clarity of like the pinpoint existence, the anchoring of like a possessed individual. You just feel an influence.
Can I tell what direction it is?
The very feeling of this presence tells you that it's not like, it's barely a direction. It's like an area.
Okay.
It's a location almost.
Okay.
Like you feel it is a presence rather than an individual.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Tech wakes up and he goes, Allison.
And there she is at the end of the bed.
Is she?
No.
She disappears. As she always does upon waking.
Yeah, you wake up and you see Alice. Actually, I like that a lot. You wake
Yeah.
up and you see sitting at the end of the bed in a red dress, long red hair flowing down her dark skin, Allison.
That's pretty cool.
And then half a second later, gone.
I like that she like opens her mouth and like bees come out or something. You know, it's a horrible thing. Something scary
totally.
I
happens.
was thinking like the spider's web like kind of envelops her and then like pulls her away.
Fucking.
Oh, what if
The spider legs come
know.
out of her
out of her
mouth.
mouth?
Like Mother Never Was crawls out of her mouth.
Spider legs or hands or something.
yeah.
Come
And
out of her
almost
mouth.
like
Yeah.
Wrap around
And wrap
her.
around her and
and
And she's gone.
consumer.
Oh, great. Nightmares are back.
Oh, but
in
now
regular life now.
Yeah, but now awake time? Oh, cool.
And then Tug realizes that he goes, fucking a neurophage lied to me, piece of shit.
The warranty.
Stupid piece of shit in your face. Great. And you're awake. Your bed is on the floor. Billy's being treated by a medic. Oh,
Yeah.
Billy's smacking you in the face. Yeah.
I got 2 suckers hanging out of my mouth.
Billy,
You're awake now.
where'd you get those suckers?
Don't worry about it. This nice doctor gave it to me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not a
Hello.
doctor. Sorry.
Oh, you can't call me a doctor, actually.
Legally.
Legally, you're not allowed to call me a doctor.
Okay.
You can call me Mr.
Doctor.
My last name is Doctor. Mr. Stephen Doctor.
So stupid.
You will hear people call me Doctor, but they're just calling me by my last name. It's not against the law. So, how are you feeling? And he reaches in and he pulls a purple sucker out of his apron and gives it to you.
Yeah, Tuck just opens his mouth and accepts it.
He drops it in. How are you
Tuck
feeling?
swallows it whole.
Oh.
He chokes him sideways. You see the stick going down.
And then it disappears into his stomach. He goes, oh,
Delicious.
I'll have another.
That thing happens for a second where you can see panic in his eyes. You know when you swallow,
Yes.
you swallow a
A
mouthful
sucker
of
sideways.
Or like huge pill or something.
yeah, or
It's just-
grilled cheese, and you can feel like a
Yeah.
long strand going down, and that there's that panic feeling where you're like, I'm gonna choke, I'm gonna die.
yeah. Oh, it's stuck in there.
And then as soon as it's down, that moment is gone forever.
It's never happened.
And you'll do it
Yeah.
again.
And then he opens his mouth again, and then it doesn't come hither with his tongue for another second.
And he pulls the sucker out and he holds it back. He goes, how are you feeling?
I feel great, and then he just rips the knife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gloosh on the floor.
And he throws a sucker in your mouth like a hippo being fed a pumpkin.
I swallow it.
And then runs and grabs some bandages and starts, packing up your wound.
Thanks.
I think both of you are being given basically like a poultice and herbs equivalent.
Okay.
So you'll heal 7 hit points if you have hit points missing.
Yeah.
Nice, guys. Those were free.
Those are free. We didn't have to crack into our vat of 50 poultices.
Our reserves. We're going to need those for the end of the podcast.
He starts applying them, and somewhere across the refinery, Ving goes, holds onto his back. Okay, whew, they're safe. Still counting. 50.
Phew, okay.
And we cut to
Yeah, we'll cut to Ving. M4 is walking over to what looks like a motor pool almost. There are two other mechs that are in standby mode that sort of hunch down, like arms locked.
They have that barbecue cover over them.
Yeah, they got a barbecue cover over them. One of them has the cover off, and you can see a bunch of mechanics like working on it. What do you do?
Hey, boys, what are you up to?
Are you not just working on my mech?
Yeah?
Yep, just another shift here in the refinery. Working in paradise.
Yeah.
He's got like a huge ratchet, and he's just settling a bolt.
What model's that?
Oh, this is a Mark II. He's getting kind of old, kind of long in the tooth, but he does his job, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Bong, bong. So to describe the environment more, so we've got this little section here. Imagine it's like where everybody puts their bikes, but there's robots here.
Mhm.
And then there's like barrels of shit around, like coal and parts and tools. And then there's like a big shack. And this seems to be sort of the mechanics quarters. It's like a bunch of portables, basically, in a big area. And then the work site is the mine, which is further down.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically the mechanics portable.
Do we want to like do any upgrades?
Upgrades?
Dude, that's an
M4?
interesting idea.
Oh, I don't
like
know.
improve him.
Yeah, or like give him something else.
Oh.
Or I can ask him if he wants to make any changes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
That's kinda
a
fun.
really good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask him if he wants to alter himself anywhere to better suit how he feels now.
So you could use like the your spiritual connection
Mhm.
to like talk to him silently, basically,
Mhm.
like you were before.
Yeah.
And so you hear more fully the song of the choir of spirits that sort of make up M4 now. And they despise the rigidity of the form that they've been given. One hand is a weapon. The other is basically he just wants two hands.
He has a
Because
claw.
one's a big
Like
hammer.
Separate appendages?
Yeah, he wants to be able to like do what he needs to do without having to worry about one hand being a big hammer.
Okay.
It's like quality of life stuff, basically, is all that's coming to mind. Like two hands, and he would love to not have to put fuel in his back. He'd love to like be able to do it himself.
Loaded in the front.
Yeah.
Low in the front,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a cookie hole.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
gotcha.
wants to, I desire to feed myself.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the small one eating on our way here, and I desire to take part in similar tasks.
What was that purple stuff?
Everyone here is eating this purple stuff. I would love some purple stuff myself.
How much granola exists in your world?
It seems like a limitless quantity.
Tell me more of this granola.
I like, it's like a 30s radio man. I love it.
Totally.
So I want to lead him into the shop.
Yeah, there's totally a big, those, for holding up engine blocks, the,
Yes, chains.
kind of chain and, rack thing.
So cool.
So he can, come in and hook himself up.
Oh, yeah. I thought there would be scaffolding almost.
Totally.
So that everyone
Totally.
can reach it.
Oh, so there's
yeah.
like a little
Yeah.
bays that
Yeah.
he could get into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shop zone is much bigger.
Mhm.
There's like a big shed that's 20, 30 feet tall.
A
with
hangar.
Yeah.
it's basically a hangar. Actually, this is something that I guess I'm giving you for free. It looks like this place was thrown up fairly recently and fairly quickly.
Oh,
okay.
So it's not as high tech as it could be, but you can see mechanics have dragged in equipment and hooked it up. But there's cables all over the place. There's steam pipes that are very haphazardly welded to things.
Ooh, there's tubes of coolant for flushing and replacing lubricant and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I can give him a little a lubricant change.
Yeah, totally.
Mm.
So do I need a roll to kind of let him upgrade himself, or I'm pretend to be a mechanic, but I'm not a mechanic.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess he's kind of directing you. With your sort of spiritual link, you're being directed on how
Wow.
to make these
Fun.
changes.
Okay, great. And it's like elemental mastery. I could be like, are you looking for something like this? And then form him a hand.
Yeah.
Or something like this. And then form
Oh.
a claw or different things. What are you looking for? How do we build this for you?
Yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, 2d6 plus Constitution, I believe.
Great. I got 6.
6.
Oh, can I aid from a distance?
Billy can aid from a distance.
Yes. I don't know Or where? How?
Well, it's basically just like, I think we've discussed it as the people that are in close proximity to Billy are a little bit luckier.
Right.
Because just Billy's nature rubs off on them. So 2d6 plus.
It kind of makes sense. I'm calling on the primal spirits of like fire and earth to try and make him an iron mechanical hand.
Yeah. So Billy's like just in the other room and is like, oh, something's happening.
Yeah, it's like I got like a little like almost like static radio kind of thing. I'm
so that makes it a +1.
Great. I got 7.
So 7.
Choose 1. The effect I desire comes to pass. Avoid paying nature's price. Retain control. I'm going to choose the effect I desire comes to pass.
Hell yeah.
So what do we think losing control and paying nature's price looks like in this situation? Because you're like up on the scaffold and M4 is sort of directing you to help, and you're looking around making sure there are no other mechanics looking, and then iron flows up into his hand, like the hammer gets removed and the thing flows into like more organic looking metal fingers.
I wonder if that affects other things. So all the half forms, like how the imps, yeah. So it could be a situation like that, but in behind happening them because he's not retaining spiritual or elemental control.
Yeah.
These things are building themselves into
like
this
scrap
mechanical
metal piles?
scrap metal pile monster.
Like the iron itself is like, I also want form.
Yeah.
Finding
so
form.
cool.
That is cool. I think this is like a camera thing where like Ving is helping M4 with this like organic metal hand, and it's sort of like flowing into the pistons and creating this. His body just looks different than the other Max now. Like it's kind of flowing all through him. And, the thing on his back flows through to a little thing that opens up on his chest. And he reaches down and shoves some coal in there. And you can hear him go, yum.
Purple stuff.
Delicious.
I call it purple.
And then the camera like focuses and zooms behind, like nice. But there's a scrap metal pile, and it's kind of like that liquid metal is flowing up other machinery.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look at that later.
Like clogging up machines or like rusting around important things.
Yeah, and like reaching out to other things and pulling them in.
The barrel on the other side of the pile, like just barely moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk guy walks in.
What's going on in here?
Oh, hey.
Wow, that one looks fucked up.
Thank you.
I'm not one to judge, but it looks like you did a bad job. Pretty sloppy, bud.
I don't think you have an eye for art. I like my work to reflect me, so I made him more in the image of those who walk around him.
Wow. So you say that your trade also informs your art. Your soul is seen in the machines you work on.
Yeah.
You sound just like Tristain, you dirty bastard, you. Cassandra! Why? No, I know why. I'm away all the time. I'm just not there.
I hear you. And physically
I'm not there either.
Do you think that maybe you were emotionally unavailable, and so you made yourself physically unavailable?
He's crying immediately. He's bawling. Oh my God, you're right. What am I doing? What am I doing? And he takes his helmet off and he throws it on the ground.
It might be too late for you and Sandra, but it's not too late for you and somebody else.
Thank you, kind stranger.
Thank you.
I have to get home to her and let her know what I've learned. I'm not going to ruin her relationship with Tristain. I want that on the books.
I did have the idea of maybe coming to her door with a bunch of cards that say, I love you, and even though he's my best friend, I'm sorry. But that seems fucked up.
I don't think I can do that. But what I can do is desert my post. And I will.
He's saying this so loud.
Yeah.
I'm deserting my post for love.
That is so beautiful.
And he takes off his cape, he unclasps it, takes him a while, and he throws it on the ground.
Love is more powerful than war.
I'm out of here. See you later, losers.
Is anyone else like inspired by this?
Yeah, it seems like a couple of people are like, whoa, he's really into this love. And he throws his leg over a motorcycle. And he kickstarts it.
It's a mech. It's a different mech.
It's a little mech with wheels. See you later, losers. And remember, desert your posts at the first opportunity for love. And he roars off, and all the guys in this bay go, for love! And they're cheering.
Don't you forget about me.
And he slams into the closed gate. And he crashes, he falls over, he's dragged away.
Meanwhile, a Decepticon has been building itself in the background of the scene.
Whoopsies.
We're going to cut back into the medical tent real quick. Tuck and Billy.
Oh, we're not in the medical tent anymore.
No.
Oh, yeah.
We've been patched up pretty well.
Yeah.
So we all meet in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got 40 suckers in my mouth.
Great. And you hear like a...
Take them out as one.
They're all like molten
It's
together.
like in a perfect round cylinder. Yeah.
I have a bunch also, but they're like stuck now.
They're stuck in your mouth?
Yeah, I made it too big.
You have to
We were
relax
having
your
a competition.
Hey, you're forcing your jaw open too wide. Relax.
Billy's, it's just stuck in your mouth, and we're like, yeah, you gotta just wait for it to melt its way out.
And I'm crying because I know I'm gonna lose. It was definitely bigger.
And you hear a steam whistle, and it seems like it's the end of some shift. A bunch of people come tromping out of the mines, out of the refinery buildings, and they're all going to the mess hall. There's like a big mess hall. That's where you all meet up?
Yeah, we walk in, and we see Ving, and we kind of beeline for the same table.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
And so you've all got a tray full of food from the line.
Uh-huh.
It's a thin but somewhat hearty soup.
Yeah.
Some hard bread and milk.
Hot.
Oh, Billy,
Oh shit! Fuck.
Billy, I take Billy's milk.
And I'm like, no.
Billy,
Oh my God.
Billy.
His
No.
grip has never been stronger.
Yeah, I have like toddler grip. So strong.
Yeah.
Unbreakable.
It's the kind of thing where it's like, if I pull too hard, it will break the glass and
Yeah.
cut his
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Also, your arm is bleeding more because you're pumping so much blood into your grip.
Billy, you'll get drunk if you do this.
I know, just like that guy that we saw.
And you saw what happened to him.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
saw
he
Gregor.
picked love.
Yeah.
Gregor got dragged into the medical tent as you were leaving because
Yeah.
he crashed into the front gate.
Will it make you happy?
If I take this away from
Yeah.
you, it won't make me happy, but it'll make me feel like you're not going to be drunk.
So it'll make you happy. You can have it.
Okay. Good job, Billy.
Good.
And you guys, you're sitting at this table. There's a bunch of people, workers covered in soot, and like it stinks like chemicals in here. Yeah.
I let you guys know about when I was in my dream, in my not dream. I made myself look out at the world, and I think I maybe felt that there was some kind of demon, something happening.
Here?
Yeah, sorry it's so vague. Sean didn't give me that much information to go on.
Mm-hmm.
I actually gave you a lot of information.
He's a
if you
piece
think
of
about
shit.
it. If you think about it, I gave you a ton of
I don't know.
information.
I didn't hear any information, really.
Yeah.
It's fine. Connect the dots.
He said there was just like a general presence of like demonic energy here.
Could it be from the Colm
Col-
or the other one,
No.
Callum?
Oh,
Could
or
it be maybe it's like covering all this land,
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it is. Maybe it's something that they're mining.
like the coal?
Maybe.
and Cole
Mm-hmm.
is in the word calm.
Exactly.
We've done this before.
He's right. Holy shit, he's right.
So if we blow this place up, we'll get rid of the bad feeling.
Possibly.
Should we try and figure out what it is first?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
What did Billy find out? Oh, I tell them that like the Black Hammer twins' ultimate plan is to basically replace arcane magic with technology, like human run technology. I think they just want to control how everything runs now. But it sounds scary, you know?
Democratizing power.
Mhm.
But
by
not
giving it-
really in a way,
No.
because he brought up how the princeps used to be run, which was very opposite of democracy, I think.
Yeah. He also seemed to imply that like they would in effect stamp out all magical
Yeah.
like traditions, technology in favor of like their steam powered technology,
Mhm.
which is what the Gibbous man wants, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because you guys know, and you remember for
Uh-huh.
sure from all those many seasons ago, that your goal, not your goal, but what you learned is that the lack of the stabilizing force of like thaumic energy
Mhm.
is what's causing the planes
Mhm.
to smash together, which is
Yeah.
what the Gibbous man wants.
So That's got to be how he's using the Black Hammer twins. He's going to try and use them to take over the principalities and destroy all vaults, all magical artifacts.
Yeah, because anything left over magical, they can now do with their machines.
But look what it's doing to their land here. It's so barren and sad.
Mm-hmm. Look at the people, and they're all like gaunt, coughing, hacking, spitting.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hunched over the tables.
This is what everyone's going to be like.
The soup is surprisingly delicious.
It's really good.
I pushed my soup over to Billy because I took his milk.
Thanks.
I tell them about my time in the mech garage.
Mm-hmm.
So he can feed himself now.
He can feed himself. There's a lot more changes. Wait till you see him.
Yeah. And you didn't have to pay nature's price?
Not this time.
That's crazy.
I didn't notice. He looks at his arms like, hey, nothing.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just getting really good at it.
I did graze my knuckle on his back. I think
there
that's
you
what
go.
it was.
That's it. You
See
lost.
that? See that little thing right there?
You lost control.
Oh, no, sorry. It's on this knuckle.
There you go.
There
That's
it
you
was.
losing control right there.
That's what it was.
That looks really good. It stings really bad.
Oh, you nature.
Oh, you got me.
You got me, nature.
You got me.
Oh man, I really thought you got it this time.
We'll get you next time, nature. Give me some more of that milk. Is Vin getting drunk off the milk?
Maybe.
Okay. Before we blow this place up, should we try to find out what the demonic influence here is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's something they're pulling out of the mines, we should maybe go into the mines.
Ving leans over to the person sitting next to him, hunched over. Hey,
Yeah.
who's in charge here?
You mean the foreman?
Where's the foreman?
Foreman's in his office. It's lunchtime, break time.
All right.
Should we go there?
Yeah, let's go to this foreman's office.
Sure.
It's like, an office above
Oh,
the
yeah.
mess
Yeah.
or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
At a factory when they have the thing up there. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Surveying the mess hall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Make sure they don't unionize.
Yeah.
He's standing at the window going, don't unionize.
Yeah. There's a bunch of guys with crossbows, and anytime a conversation sounds like it's a union thing, they fire it out.
If they start putting acronyms together.
3 or more people talking's a potential union. Take them out. So yeah, the guy that says the foreman's in his office gestures above, and you see a little high above the mess hall, a little office window. Foreman Masterly, up there.
All right. We have to go have a conversation with him.
All right. Get up those stairs.
Okay, yeah, you.
Out of my way, crossbow guy. You got to talk to the boss.
Nobody gets to talk to the boss. You got to talk to me if you want to talk to the boss.
Why?
Because I'm the guy you talk to before you talk to the boss. Also, who are you?
This is a member of the royal family.
This little kid is a Black Hammer?
Can't you see his royal hair? The orange of the Black Hammer clan?
Yeah, I'm one of their cousins twice removed.
You better watch who you stop on the stairs,
Yeah.
mister.
Do you want to really talk to me like that? I'm going to tell Colm that you talk to me like that, and you're going to get your head chopped off.
You can
He's going to chop off your head so fast.
You can see he's not totally sure that he's wrong.
I want to convince him somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to charm him for a short while.
Do you have any of those?
I have one fairy child left.
Okay. You wouldn't have to roll for this. You just spend your last hold.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I do that.
And the crossbow guy looks down at you.
I draw my little jelly knife. I'm like, look, one of the royal scepters, one of the royal blades.
And
The royal blade has been drawn.
and his eyes widen. He goes, I'm so sorry, Your Eminence. I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you.
Tell the foreman his eminence is here.
Right away. Right away.
And I expect the utmost respect, the best treatment.
Right away. You're my liege. And he drops down to a knee and he crosses his hand over his chest.
And then Tuck and Ving instinctively take a half a step back to pretend that we're security guards. And then we also do the hand to your chest thing.
Right away, my liege. And he runs up the stairs. No, here. Black hammers. And he waves you up the stairs.
And Billy puffs out his chest and walks up the stairs.
Yeah.
We walk slowly behind him.
Uh-huh.
Like his entourage / Secret Service.
And you get to the top of the stairs and he bows as you walk by.
And I say, thank you.
Of course. Goodbye.
Protect the stairs from your king's liege.
Very well. Click. And he's pointing at somebody at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. Kill anybody who tries to get up here. We believe, and then Tuck leans in, he says, we believe that there's going to be an assassination attempt on the Princeps' second cousin twice removed.
I will defend him with my life.
Be sure you do.
And he's pointing over the railing. He goes, Terry, get the fuck away from the stairs.
But also calm down, dude.
Yeah, like, be chill.
He's vibrating. There's like something about the charm that Billy uses in his winter form that's amped this guy up.
Uh-oh.
He's like vibrating with tension.
Well, safety on? Jesus.
If there's like a demonic like influence happening here and your spirit stuff is like going in there, it's probably like destabilizing.
Be a little
like
nerve-wracking.
vibrations that are lining up.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And you are in the foreman's office. It's a pretty standard office that you would imagine in a place like this. There's a desk and it's,
I like to think it's like kind of dungeon-y feeling.
Yeah.
A torch.
Oh, yeah.
Venetian blinds. Ving
Yeah.
goes and like closes the Venetians.
And the foreman turns around.
Classic dungeon look.
Venetian blinds.
Venetian blinds.
Classic Venetian dungeon. And the foreman turns around. He's got suspenders on.
Yeah.
He's got a little mustache.
Yes, he does.
He's got a clipboard. Or he's like going through papers and you flip his blinds and he turns around. What is the meaning of this?
And
Who are you?
I close the door and I drop Venetians and then we close everything.
Where's Frampton? He was supposed to stop anyone from coming up these stairs.
He let us through. For I am the... Am I continuing this? I am the cousin.
Yeah.
Twice removed of Colm and Callum Blackhammer. And I require your respect.
You're the cousin of Coleman and Callum Blackhammer.
Yes.
Well, I'm the last sovereign of Kenos.
Nice to meet you,
Throws
last
the
sovereign.
And when Tuck hears that, he like for a half second goes to kneel down and then realizes that it stands back up and he's like, okay.
I was being sarcastic. Now you have about 40 seconds to explain what you're doing here before I call my guards to give you what for.
My guards, please.
Explain.
No, your liege. You explain.
No, sir, you wanted to come up here and talk to him. And I'm just using my good name to get us up here.
My good name and hairdo.
And hair color.
And Tuck goes forward and he says, I will talk to him. And he goes, Masterly, that is your name.
Yes. Sir Lee Masterly.
Sir Lee Masterly, the Black Hammer sent us to warn you of an incursion that is being planned on this facility by members of the Riverways militia.
Members of our great force turned to the Riverways force.
There are moles within the ranks of the miners.
Beautiful moles.
Silky fur. Sharp digging claws.
Dashing chins. Strong, musky walk.
Only the muskiest walks. Okay. So you're trying to tell him that there's danger.
Yes.
And what?
We believe that they're compromising the mine. We have to go inspect it.
Yeah. Okay. Roll 2d6 plus charisma.
11.
Okay. Ooh. And he shuffles the papers in his hand and he throws them down on the desk. I knew it. I knew it was only a matter of time. This facility is far too valuable.
And speaking of time, it is of the essence. We must act quickly.
You think this happens soon?
I think it's imminent.
This very night.
Very well. And he writes something down, puts a note on his desk, and then turns and grabs a sword out of an umbrella holder.
Oh, whoa.
And he straps it on. I'll come with you.
Oh, fuck. Sir.
Fuck, sir.
Sir, we need you to remain here with your employees.
Nonsense. I didn't get made foreman of this facility for my cowardice. I got made it because my father's rich. And because of that, I have only the finest martial training available in Black Glass.
Sir, I can relate, for my father too is rich. But you are needed here.
Billy.
What?
It might be good to bring him with us so you can, like, explain what the fuck's happening.
Sorry,
We can
okay.
totally take this guy.
Okay,
Yeah, don't worry
actually,
about
sir, please come with us.
I would be delighted. As one of the top graduates of my class at the Gref Smushlin Academy of the Arts and Martial Skill.
He's just Gref.
No, it's not me, Gref Smush. It's not Gref Smushlin.
But he has take on an air.
Yeah.
Sir Lee Masterly. Perhaps we came from the same town. I don't know.
Or you just were taught by him and you did the thing where you just
All
imitated
his
your teacher.
He was so cool, even though now he's probably 80 or 90 years old at least.
Because now he's 80.
Because he's 90 years old. Let me show you the way. Come with me.
He sidesteps down the stairs.
He does a little, box step on his way down a grapevine.
He like jumps back up a step.
Tips his hat with his sword.
Yeah, he's got a little bowler hat on.
He twirls at the bottom.
Yeah.
Frampton, hold my calls.
The columns, he's like spinning around and singing in the rain.
He's
Enjoy your dinner, boys. It might be the last one you had in a while, Dab.
He dabs?
Yes.
I don't know what dancing
He
is.
dabs and then he moonwalks out of the mess hall.
Yeah, he gritties.
And he walks you through the rest of the refinery. He's like, all right, let's go to the mines.
We'll follow you.
It's the perfect timing because they're between shifts right now, so we've got the mines to ourselves.
Totally abandoned. Just you and 3 members of the royal family.
Trusted family members.
Onwards. And he leads you up the hill to the mouth of a mine shaft. Do you know which arm of the mine they're going for?
Can I use demon eyes again to try and locate the source of the demonic influence?
Yep.
Please, fuck God, just give me the fucking thing. Okay, cool. 9.
Okay, so one question.
Aid.
Describe how you would aid in this.
You used what? Sorry?
Demon eyes. So I kind of use the coin and
The void in his head to feel what things are drawn to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how he can detect what is demonically possessed.
Is there any spiritual connection to the demonic realm?
They're pretty
different,
yeah.
Mhm.
Although there might
Right.
be, I could see that being helpful here.
You're removing spiritual interference.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're using your world talker thing
To quiet all the spirits
Yeah.
in the area.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
12.
Awesome.
Box
Wow.
guys.
Oh, nice.
Plus bond.
Wow. 13.
Yeah, so that makes it a 10 plus, which means
Okay.
you get 3 questions or 3 hold off trap expert.
Can I see that?
Oh, yeah.
Is there a trap here? And if so, what activates it? I guess that means, is there demonic influence here? And if so, where is it and what is it?
Yeah. So you realize that kind of fuzzy general feeling that you felt while you were kind of in your void place. You feel it coming out of the cave.
Oh.
There's a wash of some sort of demonic influence, some kind of iconic presence.
Flowing.
What does the demon do when activated?
Mm-hmm.
What will happen to us when we go in there?
Oh, nothing would happen to you when you go in there. You know that you would be safe from the influence. It's weird because this feels very unlike any of the sort of iconic or demonic beings that you've experienced thus far.
I'll hold on to the 3rd hold
Sure, yeah.
for the time being,
Mhm.
knowing that it's in this cave and it's safe for us to go in.
Totally.
Yeah. And I tell Master Lair, I was like, this is the one.
Excellent. Right this way, chaps. And he walks up and he pulls a lantern off a sconce stuck out of the rock.
Cool.
And
He
it
turns around and calls over to the mouth of the
Yeah,
cave,
totally.
M4.
Ooh.
Yep, and thumping up the side of the hill. And you can see flowing up his arms almost like very
Mechanical.
finely wrought plates of armor is M4. He's covered in these flowing
So
iron.
Art
like-
Nouveau almost.
Yeah,
The
it's
swirl-
spiraling and there's
Kind of muscular.
Yeah.
but-
he's got 2 working hands and he's got a little chute under his neck, under his headpiece that he's physically pressing closed. And you can hear him in his head going, I'm stuffed. Just delicious. Oh, and he kind of pats he hits his chest and he goes, hoot, hoot. Oh, that's sitting strangely. What do you require of me?
Wait here, please.
Very well.
Watch
And
our backs.
thump, thump, and turns around and crosses his arms over his chest.
Mhm.
And Master Lee looks up at M4 and is like, wow, that's some machine you've got there. What is that, a Mark 6?
An M4, modified.
Wow, custom job.
You betcha.
He's beautiful.
Spins a wrench and puts it in a holster.
Anyways, tally-ho, boys. Into this mine we go. And he kind of messes with the magical crystal inside.
And then Tuck goes, "You're the bravest guy with a rich dad I've ever met."
Thank you. I've felt invincible my entire life.
You could tell. You could tell that you have faced no struggle whatsoever.
And he draws his sword and points into the darkness and goes, "Sally forth."
Truly, your life has been an unbroken boulevard of green lights.
Matthew McConaughey.
And we cut inside, and you're kind of passing through this darkened tunnel lit by the lanterns stabbed along the wall and the one in Masterly's hand. And he's going, "And see, that's why I find that whenever I have troubles, money kind of smooths the way. All I started with was a dream, an ambition, and $40 million.
Oh, yes, the way that all dreams are.
Yep, 40 million gold pieces from my parents' fortune. And here I am. I've lost 90% of it, but I've gained a sense of superiority.
And it's always nice to know your father will be there to catch you.
Until he dies and I inherit the rest." And you are nearing what feels like the bottom. Tuck, this feeling is growing. This presence is growing.
Mm-hmm.
Billy and Ving, I think, Billy, you kind of feel weird down here, but not too strange. Ving, you feel like something is wrong down here.
And as we've been walking down, Tuck's vision has been like clouding almost.
Yeah.
The fire of the torch and stuff, like it keeps like blinking out.
So you're just like in pitch blackness every few steps.
It's like he's being forced into the void place.
Yeah.
But there's like almost an overlay on his vision.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
And
would Ving clock that once in a while? Just like kind of being like keeping an eye on him. Like
I think it looks like Tuck is getting sicker and sicker as he goes down. Yeah.
That's the feeling that Ving's having too.
Yeah, Ving, you're feeling very similarly. And Billy, you're kind of noticing Tuck and Ving are sort of staggering almost. And you reach the base of the mine and the current working deposit. And you're standing in front of it. And Masterly's like, "All right, what do you think they're after?"
Do I have to use a fairy child for making a fairy ring?
No, you don't. You just do it with dexterity.
Can I do that? Can I try to do that?
You'd be doing it with Masterly here.
Is there a way I could, like, on the down low, make a fairy ring?
That would be a defy danger, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll try that.
So you would defy danger, I think, how's Billy trying to hide it from Masterly? Like, is it like subtle movements, or is it like... Yeah,
it's like Billy's kind of like almost like kicking a stone around.
Yeah.
While everyone else looks for things.
Cute.
That seems like dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
7.
So 7 to 9, which means you need to maintain the ring.
Yeah. So I'm kicking this rock around.
Oh, sorry. 7 to 9 is there is a threat. It's a partial success on the defy danger. Now you have to roll the ring.
So something notices that you're doing this.
Yeah.
That's probably what Billy was feeling. It was like whatever it is sensing something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And now it knows what I am.
The feeling of being watched.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm rolling fairy.
Yes, now you're rolling 2d6 plus dexterity for the fairy ring.
Okay. Yeah. 9.
Okay. So you form the ring, so that means that you have to maintain the ring yourself. Yeah. So you kick this stone and you're sort of just walking around the 3 people. Are you getting Masterly in the ring as well?
I don't care.
Okay. So you're forming a ring that Tuck and Ving are in for sure.
Yeah, I'm mostly focused on these 2.
Roll to see if Masterly dies.
We're standing so close together, so if Billy has to like awkward, like pardon me, and like cut in between us.
Excuse me.
Separating him.
Yeah.
So he's kind of moving in and out of the ring, I think, as part of the 7 to 9. He doesn't realize what you're doing. So he's like walking back and forth
That's
over
fine.
it. Turns around. He's like, "So what's the deal? What do you need?"
I guess maybe this is when I ask my last question.
Mm-hmm.
What else is hidden here?
You, Tuck, you are looking at this coal, this like deposit. It's like, deep, deep black coal, kind of like flaky. Like coal's got this weird thing where it's kind of like chunks that are all pressed together, and when you like flakes apart when you mine it out.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Yep, this is the deposit. They've been digging into this thing for months now.
We'll have to take a closer look.
It's powering fully a quarter of the max in the Firefield's military."
Yeah, it's something, they said that They said that it was going to compromise. They were compromising the deposit somehow. Mm-hmm. Does it look weird to you?
Nope. Looks pretty much the same as it's always looked. This one is supposedly, according to the inspectors that have come through, of particular value for its unique properties.
What are those?
And you're like walking forward and you're kind of groping at the coal, trying to get a look at it. And you realize it's really like shiny. And inside of this coal, there are flakes of obsidian. And above, at the mouth of the cave, you hear screams. And that's where we're going to end it for this week.
Oh, God.
I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me as always, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, Abdul Aziz.
So long, everybody.
Playing Ving the Half-Elf Druid, Paul Oppers.
Take care.
Playing Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you to Aaron Reed for our intro and outro music. You can find Aaron's original music at aaronreed.bandcamp.com and Aaron's special Softbug Ego Jazz on Vimeo and Bandcamp.
So good.
So good. Incredible.
So
good.
Funny.
One of the funniest people probably alive.
Directed by Abdul
And edited by Abdul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful job. You can find us on patreon.com/spoutlore or spoutlore.com/money, please, and get access to a whole bunch of stuff like the up-to-date Mallbrats feed, playtests for our post-Spout Lore campaign Up All Night, including a recent one where we play Bump in the Dark by Jex Thomas, and a whole bunch of other cool shit. So check that out. I don't have to tell you. You can find it yourself.
Oh, we're also going to be, we're starting to release video versions of these episodes.
Oh,
on YouTube?
Right.
On our Patreon.
On Patreon, we now have full video versions of Spout Lore.
Jesus.
You've been asking for it. We're doing it.
How is it?
Really good. Really fun. You like
You're always great on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Really good on camera. You're maybe the best
You're the
of us
best.
on
What do you
camera.
mean? What does that mean?
Like you just look great.
You look great.
Bone structure. You move cool.
Yeah.
You have interesting expressions. Are
You
fun.
have
This
like
is
this.
such cool news.
Yeah.
You have this absolute ease about you
Yes.
that the rest of us
I
don't have.
Yeah, like you just like look.
What?
You just look cool. Like your whole
Wow.
stance and way
Jess.
of being is so cool. And then we're like eggs.
Yeah, you look like you're supposed to be on camera.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And
Yeah.
the rest
Let's
of
get
us
this out there.
don't.
Guys, this can help us all.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying.
And
Let's
we
just put clips of Paul for the public feed.
I will also say, Jess, your reactions to everything are so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I have no filter.
Yeah, but it's like
Yes.
you also like react to stuff the way it's supposed to be reacted to.
Oh.
That's the best thing
Yeah.
about any kind of media consumption or engagement with Jessica. She reacts
This
exactly
is what
like
you've been saying.
it's the best.
There was like a thing where Shawn did a very small reveal, and then you were just like, it was so funny because it was the kind of thing where the camera just cut to you for that, and then cut back.
I have to say,
That's great.
I realized this semi-recently. It's so fun. We were watching Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Jessica and I were watching a lot of pop culture Jeopardy, the like weird Jeopardy that Colin Jost does. And every time there's a daily double, Jessica goes,
That's great.
like the people that made Jeopardy would be crying watching Jessica. Like she gets it.
We did it.
She understands.
We fucking did it.
we're moving the nation.
So if you want that, and why wouldn't you join
Yeah.
us at the very fine chef level and up? You get full video versions of every episode of Spout Lore, and probably all the other stuff too.
For now, it's
Spout Lore to start.
Let's just guaranteed Spout Lore, maybe some other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
for now-
the Spout Lore episodes will come out a week after the regular episodes.
Gotcha. So if you like that, check us out at patreon.com/spoutlore or spoutlore.com/money, please. And finally, thankfully, thank you. And mostly all of you for listening.
Jesus. Get this man a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Holy fuck.
Wow, I fully had an aneurysm on mic just now.
Rate and review.
Rate and review.
That was great.
And so ends the tale of adventures three who tried the best they can. Though dumb and scared and lost they be, for times abreast in revelry. And though our journey may be lying a conclusion,
the Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
Cut! I heard you were craving a new D&D podcast to obsess over. Cast Party is exactly what you're looking for. Picture this: Hollywood meets fantasy, as cast and crew members from an LA film set are whisked away to the enchanting realm of Vendrea. It all starts with a spell, a single line from a movie script, triggering a mind-bending plane shift that transports our party from a movie set to a world of magic, monsters, and mayhem. Join us as the cast and crew navigate this new reality, armed with powers they still don't know how to comprehend. Immerse yourself in this fully sound-designed podcast and enjoy the mishaps, the magic, and the unexpected friendships that form as they journey through a land they thought only existed in movies. If you're craving an adventure that is the perfect balance of comedy and tragedy, Cast Party is your next must-listen podcast. Find us on all major podcast platforms. Don't miss out on your new favorite D&D podcast. And action!
Spout Lore is proudly a Spout Lore Studios production.
A podcast for best friends by best friends.